going to and fro in the earth and walking up and down in it. That's what Satan said to Job and God in the book of Job. I say this just because it popped up whenever I was Googling what happened to me. Believe it or not. God, this is weird. This is one of the weirdest ones I've ever... And mind you, my channel is about black goo, for Christ's sake. So everything's fucking weird. But this is one of the weirdest things. It was a hallucination. Probably a hallucination or delusion. Lack of sleep. Working 2 jobs. So... And they're both manual labor jobs. Basically, the entire time I'm up, I'm working on something, so it's rough. But last night I was laying in bed, and the way I have my bed built, I built it myself because I wanted a cool, practical bed for a bachelor. So it's basically like it's like a bunk bed with walls that you crawl into, and it has like shelves inside. It has its own air conditioner. And it has pillows all around it, and it is decorated, and it has a ceiling fan and fancy lights, LED lights, even a laser light thing that I can turn on if I choose to do so. My TV is right there hanging from one of the sides of the wall, so I can just lay down in bed, propped up against the pillows like a couch, pop my feet up, and, chill out, watch TV, watch my phone, write, do whatever I want to do from that little bed fort, right? It's my bed fort. It's my chill spot. My house is really tiny, and it sits about a foot off the ground. It has like a foot of crawl space just sitting on its foundation, right? So if the walls were suddenly transparent and someone was standing outside of my wall, and I was sitting in my bed, I would probably see like they're a little bit above like their crotch area, right? Because I'm sitting down, and because they're standing but at a lower position than the floor is inside of my house. I know this is complicated and retarded, but I'm trying my best to explain this really weird thing that happened. So I have my back against one of the pillars, the 45-degree 6-inch wide pillar that supports one of the sides of my bed, and the rest of the bed is like up against 2 walls. It's in the corner of the room, right? So there's like already 2 walls there, and my back is against one of the walls that I put up inside of my little bed fort. I have my legs kicked out in front of me, and I have my phone in my hand, and I'm like holding it, right? Well, I noticed something like right in front of me, like above my phone that I'm looking at. Just like motion that makes me look up from my screen. And this guy that looks like Captain America walks through at an angle, like a 45 to 60 degree angle through the room. And he like walks through like a short corner, basically would have had to walk through my porch. But the thing that was even weirder than that, like, he was so, I could only see his, like, a little bit below his shoulder up. So if his feet were on the ground and the house wasn't there at all, it was like an ethereal house, and he was just walking through, then he would appear, I would be looking at his crotch instead of his head, right? So this guy was walking at a 60-degree angle through my house for like 2.5 to 3 seconds, but he was walking in a way where he was either had his legs chopped off at the knee, which or he was walking under the ground or in the earth, he was striding. His feet were hitting the ground 2 feet below the surface of the ground, which is fucking impossible. And the weird thing is, this guy looked like Captain America. Like, he looked like a 1940s, 1930s American or German propaganda poster, like, with like the kind of coiffed, bright blonde hair, chiseled jaw. It looked like maybe one of those like chin dimple things, like bright eyes, blue eyes. I think it looked like bright eyes. It was only 2.5 or 3 fucking seconds, and some kind of black suit jacket or something on, a black shirt. It was 2.5 or 3 seconds, and I mostly just looked at his eyes, and he glanced. I mean, not his eyes, his head, but he glanced at me. He like turned and looked me straight in the eyes as he was walking by, and just walked straight through. The way he cut through, it would have gone through my porch and then through my house. Like, it's impossible. And he didn't even look transparent or anything. He didn't look like a ghost. He looked completely fucking solid. Like, but he was just walking through my house, striding through like 2 feet of earth, like earth gliding as he walked. And I only saw it for like 2.5 or 3 seconds. It scared the shit out of me. I didn't jump initially, but God, afterwards, I pricked my finger, put my blood above my door, like fucking, like a lamb's blood for the angel of death to pass over. Like, I was freaking out, like praying nonstop, put crosses all over my room, held a cross while I was going to sleep, like completely 100% supernatural feeling, but it looked natural, man. It looked like a guy walking, like a extremely attractive guy walking, but a guy walking straight through the wood of my house, like it wasn't there, right through my bed, a foot from my feet. And he looked straight at me in the eyes. Like, he turned his head, looked at me, didn't change his expression. It was just completely blank expression, just like a guy walking, glancing at any other dude, like walking in the grocery store. Like, it was the weirdest fucking delusion. Like, you would think that I would have some kind of fun, crazy delusion, like aliens, or, you know, I would see Alice where Alice wasn't there, or leprechauns, or fucking something cool, but nope. I get Captain America, basically, with coiffed blonde hair, walking through my house 2 feet below the ground. Fucking explain that to me. If that wasn't a hallucination, explain that to me. Because that shit's fucking weird. It was like a different dimension. Oh, I forgot the thing that started it all. Like, no, not really. I ignored it. I thought it was like a transformer or a gun or something. But there was a real loud pop, like a couple of seconds before I saw the guy. And I thought it was someone like popping some kind of firework. I don't know. I just kind of ignored it because, you know, you hear sounds in neighborhoods, right? Like kids and all sorts of shit. So, yeah, I had to tell somebody because it was a fucking crazy story. I want to see what you guys think. So let me know. Thanks.